Raise your hand if you are tired of struggling with a starting chain. They are flimsy to hold, difficult to work back into. If you don't crochet it just right, it ends up too tight and your project curves downwards. It's a mess, right? I've got the perfect solution for you. Hi there, I'm Laisha from With Love Laisha. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a foundation single crochet so you can skip the starting chain and jump right into your first row. Before we jump in, I have a free crochet scarf pattern for you linked below. And if you sell your projects, it's the perfect addition to your market or online. Works up in a weekend. It's absolutely beautiful and it's super easy to do, so don't miss out on that. So before we start our foundation single crochet, I highly recommend that you grab a stitch marker so you can place it into the top of your first stitch. It'll make it really easy for you to find where you need to begin your next row. So I already have my yarn on my hook with a slip knot. You can do that any way you like. And I'm using a chunky yarn. You can use any yarn that you are working with. So to start our foundation single crochet, I'm going to just chain 2 like normal. I'm not doing anything fancy. We're going to start off with a chain 2. And I'm going to work into the chain that's next to this knot. So into the second chain. And I'm going to work through both V's of that chain. You can work into just the top loop if you like. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to get that first strand and I'm going to get this back bump so that I have a complete V on my hook. Now I'm going to pull up a loop. So I have 2 loops on my hook. Now from here, I'm going to place my first chain. So I'm going to pull through, yarn over and pull through just that first loop on my hook. And now I'm going to complete my single crochet, yarn over and pull through both loops. So that is my first foundation single crochet. And I'm going to locate that first V at the top that this loop is coming out of. And I'm going to pop a stitch marker in there so that I know for sure where my first stitch is when I come back around. Now we're going to work into the bottom V's. So you have these 2 loops, right? We need to place another chain so that we can keep moving forward and creating our foundation chain. So I'm going to just tilt my work and I'm going to get these 2 strands on my hook. And you want a little bit of resistance when you're getting your hook into your chain so you know you're going in the right place. If it's super, super easy, you're probably not inserting in the right place. So flip it to the bottom and just grab those 2 strands onto your hook. Now you're going to pull up a loop and we're going to place our next chain. So I'm going to yarn over and pull through just that top loop. So now I've placed my second chain and I'm ready to place my single crochet. And I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops. So you can see that you're starting to get what would look like your first row. You have your chain here on the bottom and you have your stitches, single crochets up here. So let's do that again. I'm going to flip my work to the bottom and I see this V. I'm going to work in there. So I'm going to just, and your hook will actually very naturally go in there. So I'm going to get that first V and get the second V and then pull up a loop. Now we need to place our first chain. Or rather, first we need to place our chain. Right? That's our chain. Now we're going to place our single crochet. It's looking really good, right? And it gets easier to see as you go. Let's do it again. Flip it to the bottom. Your hook naturally wants to go in there. Grab those 2 strands on your hook. Pull up a loop. We're going to place our chain. And you want to give yourself like a nice, not very tight loop so that your chains don't end up too tight. So keep it relaxed. pull through, and then now you can place your single crochet. Flip it to the bottom. You can see those V's so nice. Look at that. We're going to work into that V. Just grab 2 strands. Make sure you're not getting any extra strands from anything else. Pulls up our loop. This is going to be our chain. Pull up. And now we're ready to place our single crochet. Now I learned this, actually someone asked me how to do this, and so I watched a video from the Loophole Fox on YouTube. I hope I got the name right. And I really enjoyed how she showed why you're doing what you're doing. And she also shows you what happens if you don't place the chain. So I'd like to show you that as well. So if we don't place our chain and we just go in here, give me a second, sorry. My yarn is splitting on me. So I'm going to just pull up a loop, and then I'm not going to place my chain, and I'm just going to, do you see what happens? It's curving because I didn't place a chain to move forward. So there's nowhere for me to go. So if I do that again, I just insert in there and I don't place the chain and I just place a single crochet. Now I have a curve. So that's going to keep happening if you don't place your chain. So if your work is curving, you probably didn't place a chain. So you want to make sure that you definitely always create a chain for you to continue moving forward. So here's my V. I'm going to grab that, pull up a loop. Now we're going to place our chain and then work our single crochet. So I'm just going to speed up a little bit here and just create my next couple chains, single crochet foundation, single crochets. Let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3. And so look, this makes it so easy to count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just counting the V's. 5, 6, 7. So let's do 3 more. Again, your hook naturally wants to tilt in there. Grab that V. Pull up a loop. Place your chain. And then place your single crochet. Grab the V. Pull up. Place your chain. Place your single crochet. Okay, hook naturally wants to go in there. Grab that V. Pull up a loop. We're going to place the chain and place the single crochet. And my cat ate my yarn. So this is where we're at. She's right here fighting with me for it. Okay, so now we've got our row of foundation single crochets, right? And so I'm sure you're wondering, okay, how do I work my next row? Before we jump into the second row though, if this video has been helpful for you so far, would you please go ahead and hit that like button? It helps YouTube show this to more beginners who can benefit from it. So I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So to start off our next row, we're going to chain the number of chains that you need for whatever stitch you're using. So I am going to place double crochets in this, so I would chain 2. And I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to note that this is the first stitch that I need to work into. It's that V before I place the chain 2. So I'm just going to work into that V. And that's really it. That's it. You're working into the row. You're just going to look for the V's. And just like normal, you're going to work in there. And you would just do that all the way down. So it's no different than if you had a starting chain and you placed your first row. Now, how do you know how many foundation single crochets to crochet though? So I would do as many chains as I'm working into if I was to use a starting chain. So let's say your pattern says chain 23 and then chain 2 for a turning chain. Then you would just do 23 foundation single crochets. If it says something like chain 25 and work into the 4th chain from the hook, that means you're not using 3 of those chains, right? So you're going to just chain 25 minus 3, 22. So you would do 22 foundation single crochets. So I hope that that makes sense, because when we chain and we crochet extra chains, we do that so that we get the height for whatever stitch we're using just to start us off. That's our turning chain, right? And with a foundation single crochet, you don't need the extra chains or the extra stitches because we already did that in the beginning when we crocheted 2 chains and we worked into that very first one. So you can just jump straight into the number of chains that you would actually be working into. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. And don't forget to grab that free crochet to sell chunky crochet scarf pattern. It's linked in my description and in the comments. The scarf turns out absolutely gorgeous and it would be a perfect addition to your next market or if you want to sell your makes online. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep crocheting with love and patience.